Hello everyone, welcome to this extremely excited video because what has happened in the last 24 hours has not happened all the way since 2021. Yes, you've probably already heard it, you've probably already seen it from the title, but today we are actually going to talk about something really interesting because GME is right now exploding right now. Today we are talking about GME on Solana and also the normal GME, the stock basically that is going absolutely freaking insane right now. I'm going to cover all the news on what is currently happening, the reason why GME is right now pumping, my prediction, should you get in right now, should you get into GME on Solana right now, how many X's are to be made, is the hype already over, and much more. So make sure you like this video, subscribe to my channel because it's going to be a jam-packed video. Now, before we get started, I quickly wanted to say that today I am specifically going to talk about GME on Solana, so I'm not really going to talk about the actual stock. I'm not going to do any analysis on that or take any of those factors with it. I'm only looking at GME on Solana. However, I am still going to analyze what the normal GME stock is going to do quickly, because that's really important for this coin as well, of course. So basically I am focusing on GME on Solana, but I'm definitely also going to talk a little bit about the normal stock. Before I do that, I quickly wanted to say that if you want to buy GME on Solana or any other Solana meme coin, I would recommend doing it through a Telegram trading Sniperbot. It basically allows you to buy much faster than on Raydium and Jupiter. There's much more features such as limit orders, total cost average orders, copy trading, liquidity pool sniper, and it's just so much freaking faster. Most of the pros are currently using it. It's extremely user friendly as well, over 100,000 users, so I would recommend checking it out. You definitely don't want to be trading with Raydium or Jupiter right now, it's just too slow, especially with all the volume all these coins are getting, it's insane. So go check out Trojan, it's the first link in the description below. Now that being said, I've already talked about it, but yeah, right now everything is going crazy. GameStop on Solana is right now up over 1,800%, which is literally an 18x, it's insane. It's up more than an 18x from off its absolute bottom in the last 24 hours, gathering right now over $93 million in volume, which is just insane for a Solana meme coin. We have not really seen that many people buy, because a maker basically means one person buying. We have literally not seen that many users just buy a single coin for a really long time. So right now this is just going absolutely parabolic. But what can we expect and why is this actually going up? Well, it is simply going up because the GME stock itself is also going up. We can see in the last 24 hours today it's up 82%. If we look at the chart right here, we can see it is pumping on the monthly. If we look at the 15-minute chart, it is going absolutely insane. And it's also right now going for another leg up, which is just crazy to see. So basically, why is this currently happening? Well, it's simply because one person made a few tweets. This guy is called The Roaring Kitty on Twitter. He currently has 700,000 followers. So you might think, how can this guy basically influence such a shitload of money? Because this is right now genuinely going mainstream. We can see the CNN is talking about, the CNBC, Financial Times, The Guardian. Literally every single big news outlet is already talking about this. It's just going absolutely viral right now, also in the normies world. So that's just absolutely insane. But yeah, the reason why he can influence the markets like this is because the Roaring Kitty is actually the guy that basically started the entire short squeeze back in 2021. Let me show you guys it right here. Which chart was it? This one. So we can see back in 2021, we all know that basically in January and December we saw this gigantic short squeeze on GME, and that was basically caused because of basically a few people on the Wall Street bets that did this, and the biggest guy was this guy called The Roaring Kitty. He was actually away for more than 3 years on Twitter and YouTube. He has not posted for more than 3 years on Twitter and YouTube. We can see it right here. And basically, he just came back 19 hours ago. He posted something on Twitter, and that just instantly caused everything to moon, including GME on Solana, all the derivatives, and also, of course, the GME stock, which is just insane. Now we do need to get a YouTube video from Roaring Kitty. He has not posted on that yet. You can see the last video is still 3 years ago, but I wouldn't be surprised if he starts posting on YouTube again really soon, potentially about GME again. I mean, we all know right now that GME and that basically the entire world is just much more degenerate than about 3 years ago. In 2021, everyone was already degenerate, which caused the price to go nuclear. But right now, we are in a time where everyone wants to make quick money, nobody wants to put in the work. So I genuinely think that if he pushes this further and basically more people are going to talk about this. So not only the news outlets, but also the financial YouTubers, the bigger ones such as Graham Stephan. Once all these people are going to start talking about this, it will go mainstream again. Right now, GME is already the top gainer on every single stock platform, which is insane. It's getting so many eyes. So I wouldn't be surprised that we are simply going to keep pumping, because this is just getting so much recognition. We are already starting as a little short squeeze. It is already at 100%. So everyone who shorted right here is already deep in a loss. And if we just keep going up, we can potentially go even higher. So yeah, they're just extremely bullish right now. And that is also what is causing the pump on GameStop. I mean, it's really obvious. The higher GME goes, the higher GameStop goes. But everyone wants to know, should you buy right now? The second I'm making this video, it's Monday, 13th of May. UTC time is like, I think it's like 7 p.m. UTC right here. So should you buy right now? Well, if you're watching this video a few hours after it's posted, potentially, because it is still extremely early. If we look at the market cap of GME right now, which is $9.4 billion, and if we look at the market cap of the Solana one, which is 64 million, it has not even done 1% of the actual stock. And I mean, right now, the most degenerate people are currently in crypto and not in stocks. All of these people buying this stock right now are just basically friends, or just people that have not really been in crypto yet, or just older people just buying it for fun. But yeah, basically the degenerates are actually on Solana and basically crypto right now. We have seen it with Dogwit Head that ran to a $4 billion market cap. And I wouldn't be surprised if something the same happens with GME, simply because there are just so many more degenerate people on crypto right now than in the stock market, that this just isn't a really good play in my opinion right now. The chart is also looking fantastic. It has been going up only in a slight dip right now. And basically all we need to see right now in order to make this a perfect entry in order to buy is, and it is going to be a little sketchy, is we need to make sure that GME keeps going up and that the hype stays. If GME, for example, just pops out, or basically tops out right here and just goes down again, potentially going all the way just to fill that pre-market gap basically, then that will simply kill the GME crypto Solana coin as well. All we need to see right now is the GME on the stock market, and it's really confusing. We need to see this one just keep on going up. If this one pumps 10%, the GME on Solana one pumps like 200%. It's insane. Of course, much less liquidity. So the GME on Solana one will pump much higher if this one simply goes a bit higher as well. Also, what would be really nice to see is Bitcoin going for another leg up. Bitcoin, of course, pumped quite decently today, which definitely helped with basically the stock going up and also just the GME on Solana going up. We can see it pumped from about 60.8k all the way to $63,000, which is quite a decent pump. That's basically more than like a $2,000 pump. That's really good to see. But the best scenario right now will be for us to see Bitcoin just making another leg up. If that happens, most likely the S&P and everything will follow. The entire stock market will follow, or Bitcoin will follow the stock market. And basically that will also pump GME more, and that will pump GME on Solana again. So the most important factors right now are GME, the stock pumping, Bitcoin pumping, and the S&P pumping. That will be the optimal scenario. If Bitcoin goes down here and the S&P goes down, it just depends on how the GME, the stock one is going to basically react. Because if everything goes down but GME, the stock one, is still going to keep going up, then GME on Solana is also going to keep going up. But the most important thing right now is simply that we are going to see the GME, the stock one, just keeping on going up. I've said it a lot right now in this video, but it's just extremely important, because it's just so important that we basically keep this volume and hype. We can see that the volume is already declining quite a bit again. So I hope that we are right now trading in volume hours and basically into the hype hours, and where everyone is basically awake on the entire planet. So I hope that within the next like couple of 5-6 hours, basically once Europe starts going to bed, basically till then that we're going to see this simply pump, and maybe all the way till Asia times, which is of course when basically Europe is already asleep. But yeah, basically till Asia times we can potentially pump. That will be really nice to see, maybe with a double bottom or something. And yeah, just GME also just slowly grinding up, potentially fitting this wick right here and then just going much higher. But that's the problem. Nobody really knows what's going to happen next. Even I don't know it. I'm not some kind of a wizard who can see into the future. It's just based on if this hype is simply temporary or if it's going to keep being hyped for like the next couple of weeks. Just like we saw with the other pump right here. I mean, the other pump didn't happen in a single day as well. The other pump took a few weeks as well before we actually reached an absolute top. And so right now, if we simply keep going up in the next couple of days, then GME on Solana is still really early. But if this ends tonight, if the volume just dies out, GME dies out, on the stock one dies out, then this will also drastically decline to the downside again, potentially all the way back to like a 10 or $20 million market cap. But yeah, like I said, if this is just getting so much attention, this will definitely going up. So for me right now, my bull case scenario is this reaching at least like a $600 million market cap. Right now, I genuinely think that, or actually a $900 million market cap should be easily reachable. If the stock one is at a $9 billion market cap, I genuinely think that the meme one on crypto can at least be at like a $900 million market cap. Simply because we have seen it with other coins as well. It's not impossible. Dollar Head went to like a $4 billion market cap without any reason. And this has really good narrative and hype behind it. So if that would happen, it would simply send it all the way to 9 cents right here, which would mean another, like, I don't know, what is it? Like a 900% pump, or basically almost a 10x, which will of course be really nice, more than a 10x actually. So yeah, that could of course make us a shit out of money, but it just all depends on what GME, the stock one, does. My bearish case scenario is simply the price just halving more than 50% in the next couple of days. We can see we have been going up, and all we need to do now is just make another leg on the 1 hour. That will be really bullish. If that doesn't happen and we make a lower low, then I could see this just drastically decrease to like a $30 million market cap if the hype fades away. 10, and then it will just simply die out, because reminder that this is already a pretty launched coin. I mean, it's already reached like a $100 million market cap. We still didn't even make an all-time high, so it would make sense to at least make an all-time high. But yeah, it could also just be one of these scam pimps basically, or just this news hype thing that just doesn't really work, and we just go down back again. So yeah, it just all depends on what the GME stock one is going to do. It's going to be extremely important. That being said, I will keep you guys updated if anything happens. If the GME stock one just keeps on going up on the stock market, I will definitely make another video about how GME, the Solana one, is going to react. So yeah, basically just make sure to like this video, subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any information about this current hype. And also make sure to check out TrojanBot, first link in the description below. And I hope I will see you guys in my next crypto, meme coin review or update.